apparently a German film. It looked like. Um, it looked like it was. It didn't look like it was dubbed in English though. I don't really understand how that breaks down. But in any case, and these were American actors, right? The lead guy was in Jurassic Park like 12 years later, and that 12 years really did a number on him because he looked,
Yes.
a whole lot younger in '81 than he did in
Yeah.
'93 or whatever Jurassic Park was. But this movie was 2 hours and 4 minutes, and a lot of that I think might have extended a little too long. Some of the scenes they did were pretty could be pretty belabored, and I could see merit to this film, but also I can see not appreciating it because I don't appreciate watching, 2 hours of domestic dispute, which is what this is. Because I don't deal with that in my own life. That's not the kind of thing I get engaged with. Like I will be out the door before there's screaming and slapping and things like that, and we're seeing a whole lot of that in this movie. And you have this couple, and you have the guy. He finds out his wife is fucking another guy, and he melts down and goes insane. And I think what a lot of the movie is trying to convey is a kind of dream logic associated with that kind of the horror of that happening in your life. And she's kind of oscillating and coming back and forth. And he and the husband and her new man end up meeting, and that part was kind of funny because the other guy, what was he, French or something, kicks that guy's ass, and he's stretching between like beating his ass and stuff because he's got him that much beat. And it goes further into just a dysfunctional kind of horror reality or unreality as it goes on, but not necessarily enough for me. I kind of wanted it to get weirder and weirder, and it seemed to kind of level off. And there was a point where she gets visited in her new apartment where she's just in a dingy place with a mattress on the ground, and on that mattress is her new lover, which is a wad of tentacles just kind of writhing around that she's apparently fucking. And there was a scene where she goes into what I think is the subway or something like that. In any case, she's in a tunnel, and she starts freaking out like she's possessed, and she starts oozing what looks like blood and jizz or something like that. I think that was what it was supposed to emulate. And whether she was giving birth to a creature or not, I don't know, but she's screaming and going hysteric. And I kind of felt like that was a scene similar to like when we see Neil Breen use a drone, and he's thinking like, this shit's going to carry the movie. So you end up watching like 10 minutes of drone shot, and you're like, all right, typical movie viewers aren't really, we see this shit all the time. So we know you're really impressed with the fact that you were able to get a camera in the sky and everything, but you can cut this shit down by like, to a tenth of what you have it now. Similarly, I
Yeah,
felt
we get
like
it.
Possession felt like her freaking out was just cinematic gold and just did not cut it. It felt like it went on for like 10 minutes. She was screaming and raving and things like that. And I think the biggest crime here is that they had a child in the equation. I don't know what's his age, like he's around 6 or something like that. Kid's name was Bob. Isn't that illegal? You're not allowed to be named Bob. You're Robert up until you're like at least 20 or something like that.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.